Let's go ahead and get started now. Like I was saying, I see that we have someone new here today, okay, named Willie, right? I mean Jonathan. Yes, Willie's up here, what am I talking about? So Jonathan, you want to come up here real fast and just tell us a thing or two about you, what you know, what you don't know, what you can show.
I have all day.
You got all day?
I have all day. This is just a 2-hour class. Mom set me up already on the new guy. Shoot me through the grease. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Jonathan Russell, and I reside down the street from Evans here on Island. I've been in the village 27 years. And I'm a retiree and a vet.
That's good.
All right.
Retiree and a vet. All right. Thank you, Jonathan. Hey, we got Corn coming in. This is Corn. That's right. We are all doing lovely. Now, I want to start by seeing, without looking at the paper, is there anything, wait a minute, okay. What does anyone remember from yesterday that was important to them? They were going to do the do not disturb. Yes, that's an important thing because these calls coming in are very irritating. Take up your time. All these noises. And the VPN, the virtual private networks, is going to protect you while you're searching and surfing the web. All right? Anybody else remember anything else? AI. What does that stand for? Artificial intelligence. Does anybody remember some things that artificial intelligence does for us? Changes our character. You talking about online? That's the VPN. Now AI does a lot of things. So AI does more than you may realize. You've been using AI probably the vast majority of your lives. Okay, now based on when you were born, actually, I think everyone in here has used a digital calculator. Yes, even from a toddler. Yes. Now, we may not realize it, but that calculator is a basic form of AI. There's nobody inside that calculator with a pencil and pad doing math when we press those buttons, is it? Right? There's an algorithm inside the calculator that it understands what division is, multiplication, addition, subtraction. If we want to do the roots of things, maybe we want to do we want to square things. We want to get the exponents. It understands. Does anybody use the graphic calculator? No? No, when you put some plots of X, Y, Z into the graphic calculator, then it draws the chart for you. That's okay, they got calculators that do that. That's what I was using in school. We were doing trigonometry and geometry. Yeah, you did? It disappeared?
I told her, well, let her get you one, because I'm not getting you.
Yeah, those graphic calculators, they were expensive. They were.
From Texas Instruments.
Yes, from Texas Instruments. That's the exact one I'm talking about. So let me see, has anyone else used how to scan? Uh-oh. You talking about scan your QR code? Oh, yes. Now, do we remember what does QR stand for in a QR code? Quick reader code, that's right. Quick Reader Code. Quick Reader Code. And all it is a way for your digital device to read a link, which is basically a website. And then it types it into itself, and it goes to the web page for you. That's what's going on, right? Because normally, you would have to get a website, type in www.so, Yahoo or Gmail, and then press send, and then the website pulls up, right? You don't have to do that anymore. Now you can scan anybody's QR code, and your phone will read it and go directly to the website. And whether you're gonna give them a survey, you're trying to purchase something, whether it's the QR codes on the back of here where you're watching the videos of us learning about QR codes. How cool is that? Did anybody get a chance to go on and look at the videos yesterday? You did a little bit?
That's why I can't worry about watching just the intro.
It's the intro. Okay, you saw me dancing on there.
Yeah, and then the first lecture, first class we had yesterday.
Oh, yes.
Saw that bunch.
So everybody in here is gonna be movie star, okay? All right. You get up, you make sure you ask the questions, and you can be a YouTube star. All right. And then you show your grandchildren look, everything that you know and say, look, this is where I learned it at. Okay, this is the place. All right, this is the place for you to teach your grandchildren what to do with everything that's new. Now let's get back to the packet. Wait, is there anything else anybody remember from yesterday? RAM and ROM. That's storage and memory. Remember? That's in comparison to our real brains. It's compared to what? Short term.
And long term.
That's right, short term and long term memory. ROM is long term memory. That stands for read only memory. And RAM is like short term memory. Random access memory. Okay? So when you're saving pictures, videos, files, documents onto your hard drive, that's going onto your long-term memory, your ROM. When you're trying to do tasks, like play a game, you're using a program, you're using your email right away, that's RAM. It's using memory to do tasks right now, but it's not necessarily remembering the task. It's not remembering every button that you press. Right? It may be saved in the website that you type into because it has to say the information so you can purchase something, or that you can utilize it. But the computer itself is not saving every keystroke that you make. It's not saving that you press the enter button or that you press the shift button. That's in the RAM, okay? Anything anybody else remembers before we get to the packet? That's pretty good.
RAM in the medical field is
No, that's RIM. RIM. But in the computer it's RAM, R-A-M. Yes. Random access memory. But you are correct, RIM, yes. Rapid eye movement. You need to hit RIM. Everybody should be hitting RIM every night. That's how you get your good sleep. Right? You gotta hit RIM. Everybody know what that is? It's when your eyes start going really, really fast. Flipping the back of your head, that means that you're getting your deep sleep. Your deep sleep, all right? A little bit different from RAM. But let's get to the packet. So yesterday, we started off by going over the class expectations. And we know what we expect. I'm gonna go over real fast for Jonathan since he wasn't here. It's gonna be a 12-week journey, Jonathan. All right? We're here on Mondays and Tuesdays every week. And the first 6 weeks are going to be the beginner's class. So you can come to Monday and Tuesday, or if you miss one, you can come either of the two. The second 6 weeks is going to be the advanced class. So you can think of the beginner's class as learning or being introduced to things that you may not have even known were available, like different tools. Let's say if you were going out to a field, you didn't know a hammer existed, a shovel existed, now you're going to be introduced to them. The advanced part is now you're being specialized. Now you know the hammer has a hard part in the front and it has a hook part in the back. How can you use that to your advantage in all the different scenarios? So that's what the advanced part is about. You get introduced to the tools, and then how do you use the tools to your advantage? Because what I dearly, dearly believe is that it's not about the tool, it's about the wielder. Okay? So everybody can have a computer, but everybody's going to get different things done and different results and in a different timing. Okay? Because it's about how you use it. All right? So,
I need one too.
no worries, sorry about that.
Was it from yesterday?
Yesterday. Yeah. Well, you're welcome. All right, so let's flip to page 2. And we'll go over a few things for Jonathan. So Jonathan, what we definitely started off with was what an OS is. Do you know what an OS is by chance? An operating system. And what is an operating system? What does it do? Yes, it does help you connect to the internet. Go ahead. Yes, it does all those things. The operating system does everything for the computer. It's basically the brain. It's everything. So let's read a quick definition. It's the main software that manages the devices, hardware, and resources. It runs all the applications. It provides an interface for you to interact with. And it controls how the memory is allocated and how the applications are launched and how you see and click on things. So it basically does everything. That's on number 3 at the very end, is the definition of operating system. Right? So let's go over some different devices. We're going to slide through them real fast for you, Jonathan. So one of the main devices everyone uses, and we're at number 3, is a smartphone. Right? Everybody has a smartphone, right? Now, what actually makes a smartphone smart? Now, do you remember, we all used to have phones, but they weren't always called smartphones, right? Can anyone tell me what makes a smartphone smart? It does cost more. But it's doing something. It's doing something that these other phones did not do. Has GPS, navigation, takes pictures. But those old phones, they took pictures, right?
It takes you to the site faster.
Takes you to the site faster. Social media, yes, that's a part of what makes it smart. FaceTime, yes. It's all the different types of apps that you can download that turns your regular phone into a computer in your pocket. Right? Because I don't think of this as a phone anymore. I think of it as a mini computer, and the fact that I can call someone is just one of the functions. Just like the calculator, it's just one of the functions. The fact that it can take pictures, it's just one of the functions. I mean, it's a camera, it's a phone, it's a texter, it's a flashlight, it's a search engine. It does like everything that we do today is basically in our pockets. It's everything. So that's what the difference is that before a phone was actually just a phone. Right? We picked it up, we flipped it open, we didn't expect to search the internet. We didn't expect to talk to it and talk back to us, have a conversation with our phone. We didn't expect to do FaceTime on our phones to talk to somebody in England, Japan, to have group chats, do group meetings, to have a whole different world during COVID in which nobody's going outside, but we're living on our phones. Never imagined that. Ever. My children still walk around, they have no idea about, we went to libraries. We read books, we did book reports. We didn't press a go button on our phones and it just searched the internet. There was no internet. It didn't exist. But it's a wonderful thing, wonderful. So that's what makes our smartphones smart. Right? Yes, we did. Oh my gosh. Now you got millions of books on your phone. I remember in college, these books, well, they cost $500. Brand new mint. Big, thick. Right? We sell it back to the bookstore, $20.
Yes.
It's the biggest racket. I could never understand it. My mom said, don't you bend a page. Because if you bend a page, you scratch it, they're not going to give you anything back for those books.
They
But-
did that in high school.
Oh, they in high
My
school?
daughter went to Richard, I had to pay for the books.
Ooh.
I went to where they had to use books. That's why I got that table's gonna fall. Straighten that leg out.
Oh, thank you. But now we have, what's next on here? Tablets, right? Tablets now replace books, right? You can get your Amazon Fire tablet, any tablet. You can download millions of books and just swipe up, swipe down, every book you want to read. And if you don't feel like reading, what will it do for you? Read it to you. It'll read it to you. How many people have the Bible on their phone? Yes, the entire Bible. You can type in any verse at any time. It'll go right to it. You don't have to flip a page. And it'll read it to you. You can tell the thing, just read me everything that Jesus said. Yeah, just read that. How cool is that? It's a new world, I'll tell you. So let's get down to laptops and desktops, okay? What are they and what are we still using them for? So, different from a tablet, right? A tablet doesn't generally have as much RAM because of what they're generally selling it for. They're generally selling them as a big screen that people are using to view things. But you notice they don't come with keyboards, right? That's generally why you want to get a laptop. A laptop is going to come with more hardware, more functionality, so you can do documents, you can do more work. And then you see these things called Chromebooks that are almost like a laptop, but they don't have as much functionality. They're more for web surfing. Let's go to 4. We didn't talk about number 4 yesterday. Smart TVs. Does anyone have a smart TV in their home? You think so? You say you got plenty of them? You love them. I do too. Now tell me, what makes your TV, your smart TV, smart? Because it's different from having a smartphone, right? Your smartphone is literally a computer in your pocket. Now, what makes your TV a smart TV? You can tell it what you want. That's one of the functions it says. You can talk to it, it has a microphone in it. It'll listen to you. It'll search for your items. That's right. What's some other things that makes your TV a smart TV? It has Wi-Fi internet built into it. Right? Before, you have to plug in a separate device, like a Fire Stick, or even if you have like a PlayStation or an Xbox that had internet, you have to plug in something different that had the internet, and then it would just put its show you what it's on. It would use the TV as a screen. But really, the internet was coming through the device that you plugged into the TV. But now your TV has its own Wi-Fi signal. Love YouTube. And these smart TVs come with YouTube, right? You don't have to download it. Now she's gonna cut to the chase. Just tell me, okay? Just tell me what makes it a smart TV. I just want to know. This is what makes your TV a smart TV. Is that it has the ability to download applications. So, and interact with it in that nature, like, name one more time. Gloria. Like Gloria said, she can also talk to the television. It can do search for you. It can search the internet. It comes with Wi-Fi. So you can download all these apps, and you don't need a separate device to connect to it. You can just buy the TV, boom, start watching Netflix. Start type in your password and your email, and you're good to go. Boom. Start watching YouTube. You can't do that with just a normal TV, right? You have to plug in an antenna or something these days because, or you have to get. People still use cable boxes too. And I know RCN, they just did some cable over on the north side. But that's what makes your TV a smart TV. You don't need all those extra things. It comes with it.
Yeah, but it's also more expensive.
It is more expensive. But get you a Roku TV. Roku is a good price.
I got one. Yeah. but what I'm telling you is like Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
They string you along like you can watch it for a month free
Oh yeah.
and cancel any time.
Mm-hmm.
But you better remember on the 29th day that you want to cancel
That's right.
because Netflix keeps going up.
They make when you forgetting.
Right.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. You got that right. Better remember to cancel if you want that first month. So let's go down to number 5. The smartwatches and fitness trackers. Is anybody using those?
I got one. I don't use it. I got one. Do you know why?
Why is that?
It's on my phone.
It's on your phone.
Oh,
Yes, yes. So we're going to talk about why even use a smartwatch and what makes a smartwatch smart. Because it's similar to what makes a smart TV smart. What makes your smartwatch smart? But your smartwatch does more things. It does some different things. Anybody tell me, what makes that smartwatch smart?
it's convenient. You don't have to carry your phone around. You see, like now, you can leave your phone on the desk and you be way over there and on that.
That's right. I can leave my phone over here on the desk, and I can be across the room, and I can use my watch as my actual phone. I can have a conversation with somebody on my watch rather than having the phone up to my ear. So my watch acts as a Bluetooth in which I can hold conversations. I can listen to videos on my watch. So if the video is playing on my phone, it won't play through the phone speaker, it can play through my watch speaker. My watch will also come with applications, right? Come with applications that it can track your heartbeat. It can monitor your heartbeat. It can track your steps, which means it's connected to the satellites and the GPS. What normal watch can do that?
That's why I said I don't. That's why I don't buy a lot of stuff.
You know, when you're out and you have like a thought or something like that, and you're like, I don't forget this, and you're looking for that little piece of paper right there going, you know your watch has a little feature in it which it has a microphone in it. It can record your thoughts. You just hold up your arm, press the record button, and start talking. And then it'll send the recording, it'll save it to your phone.
But it's so small.
It is so small, but it has a really good microphone. Microphones are really very tiny, so it's a good feature. These little smart watches, they're really, really smart. You know what else you can do with your smart watches? Play little games on them. Play Pac-Man, play Solitaire, play Hearts. Play all these things right on your smartwatch. Get you the bigger screen, get the small screen, get the circle screen. You know what else these smartwatches do? You like changing the faces of your watch. You want to wear all blue today? Change the screen to blue. You want to wear green? Change it to green. You feel yellowish today? Change it to yellow. The Valentine's Day? Change it to pink. You can change it to anything. You got your favorite cartoon character. You like Superman? Bop, bop. Now I got a Superman watch. Who you like? Batman? Wonder Woman? Boop, boop. Now I got a Wonder Woman watch. Any watch that you want, it changes. It's amazing. You can have 1,000,000 watches in one because you can change the face anytime you want. Right? You can change it to, you want it to be a digital watch, you'll have a digital time. You like it where you got the hands going around for an analog clock, you can change it to that. Anytime you want to. That's smart.
You have to show us.
Not at all. Lots of companies make smart watches. And they're making for Android. Now Apple makes its own version of the watch that it works with this iOS. These smartwatches, they make it do a lot of stuff. You can take pictures with your watch. They come with little cameras on them. You can do selfies just like this. Click, click.
Pretty soon we'll have a robot following us. Where's your watch?
My watch, actually my children broke my watch. But that's all right.
Get another.
I ain't get another one. But theirs is not broke.
Maybe they don't
Take
keep
theirs.
following.
You should take theirs.
Now, they can get my watch. Wait.
Hmm?
You watch that guy?
I'm making one to wear it now. That's right, now you're ready to wear it. Go find that smartwatch. It does a lot for you. And you know what else you can do on your watch? Check your email. That's right. It has, you swipe, you'll see like an icon for Gmail. So it's not like internet surfing, but you can pull up an email right on your watch. It's gonna be little. Yes. Yes, but you can do it. What else can you do on your watch? You can check the weather. Right? You know you swipe it and then it'll show the sunshine or it'll show it snowing or raining. All on your watch. So many things you can do right on your watch. What else can you do? Even though it's really tiny, you can text on your watch. I know somebody's done it before. That little keyboard will pop up on your watch and you can text. Just like you can make phone calls on your watch, you can text on your watch. It does a lot. Yeah, it doesn't store numbers, but it has access to the phone numbers from your phone. So as long as they're connected, it just pulls them on up, pulls up your contact list, call anybody you like. Very versatile. And now what else does your watch do? So now, you don't have to switch batteries out your watch because they're magnetized batteries. You just pop that little connector on there and then just charge it all night. That's a smart watch. Now, did anybody know they did all those things? It's crazy. It's crazy. So many things in a little thing that's on your wrist. Now, that's similar to a fitness tracker, okay? Now, the smartwatch does more than the fitness tracker. The fitness tracker is designed for your fitness, and you'll find that it's a little more skinnier, the screen isn't as big, and it doesn't give as much information. But they both are on your wrist, and they give you information about yourself that a regular watch or a bracelet wouldn't do. That's basically what a fitness tracker is. It's a bracelet with a screen that's tracking what you do. It's amazing. It's amazing, right? And now the fitness trackers, they have the detectors in the fingers, in which you don't have to have it around your neck. You can press it on your wrist. It's amazing. It's amazing. Now let's go down next to number 6. Bluetooth. Bluetooth earbuds. Anybody in here use Bluetooth? You used to. Said not anymore with these phones messing up. I ain't doing that.
That's how they was reaching out to me, like a cup. We was going back and forth with them.
Oh.
And I was like, let me stop this. I was like, man, I was like, black.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I had to stop.
Because Bluetooth is an amazing
So
technology.
it
It is literally how we do things wirelessly. Okay? You hear the music that I'm playing?
yeah.
It's from that phone over there. No wires, right? I can just press play like this. Where's the play button at? Right? Nothing's connected. But wirelessly.
I like it.
And then you know what type of signal of how it's actually connected. So what it's doing is that phone is not just shooting a signal directly to this box. What it's doing is shooting out signals in 360. This way, this way, this way, that way, that way, that way, all directions. And one of the signals happens to hit this box. The same way with your Wi-Fi at home. It's shooting out, if you think of how a ball is, all 360 directions. And the signals that hit your box or your phone, that's the ones that you're using. That's how these things are working. So that's why if you walk past like a microwave and your Bluetooth uses the same frequencies. So if you're on your Bluetooth and you walk past your microwave while it's on, it's gonna mess up your phone call. Because the Bluetooth waves and the microwaves are interfering with each other and they cancel out. So therefore, your phone call cancels out and you don't hear anything. It's an interesting phenomenon. Try it one day.
Is that what's happening with the roller?
But your router?
The router.
Yeah, your router, yeah. You have interference. That's what interference is. You have similar signals all over the place. And especially if somebody has like routers like right next to you, like live next door, and then above you and below you and all around, you got all these signals going all over the place. You living around signals. And sometimes you might hear a ringing in your ears. All this interference. We can't see any of that stuff, but you can walk into a room, it's like thousands of signals going on. And sometimes you get ringing in your ears, sometimes you hear humming and buzzing, because they're real signals, we just can't see them visually. They're not in our visual light spectrum. It's infrared, Bluetooth, all those types of waves. Yes, my dear.
Could that be with my neighbor, well, a friend of mine? There, when you ring their doorbell, the neighbor's doorbell rings.
Yes. Yes.
Or the garage door goes up.
Yes. Those are real phenomena. They have similar wavelengths. So when you send a signal out, it's also communicating with anything else that's ready to receive that same signal, the same wavelength. Very interesting.
How can you get around this router when you were in the earbud? Can you get a different router, like a smaller one or a bigger
Yeah, you can get a different router. You can get a more powerful one.
more powerful?
Mm-hmm. But now, take this information. Now you're learning the essence of how people steal your information.
Right.
Because if you can press a doorbell and it affects your garage and you weren't even trying to, what happens when someone is actually trying to? You don't have any defense against it. And they know how these signals work. They understand what wavelengths are going to cross the other wavelengths. And that's how they're able to penetrate into your technology and steal all your stuff.
They so smart, they so stupid. You know, they
Yes. So now you know, like a password is basically just a signal. I mean, you're typing in to your keyboard, but once it's in your computer and it's sending it out, it's a signal, it's a wavelength. And when somebody hacks that wavelength, they got your password, everything.
But you're gonna show us how to stop them.
Well, I'm gonna show you who to get like a VPN.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a hacker.
I didn't say you were.
I do know a lot, but I'm not that deep into it. I don't know how to stop a hacker, but I do know who to what to purchase to protect yourself. But they professionalize in that, and then the companies will hire the hackers
Right.
because who you gonna find smarter? You just gotta hire them.
That's what I'm saying, they're so smart.
It's a real thing. So now let's go. Oh, any questions so far on all those devices?
On your desktop, how effective is like the Norton programs?
The Norton antivirus?
Yeah, antivirus programs.
All right. So there's two types of desktops. Right? There's an Apple desktop and then a regular desktop that many people make. So the Norton antivirus is not really about the desktop. It's about the operating system that you're using, which most people are using Windows. Some people use Linux, and there's a few other ones out there. And Norton is, I would say, one of the top selling ones because they've been around for a long time. But it almost seems like they're not protecting you fully because you still get viruses, even though you purchase the antivirus. So you can think of it kind of like, you know how the flu comes every year, and they don't exactly know what the strand of flu is coming, so you just take a flu shot, and they're more or less guessing what the flu is going to mutate into. And so they're giving you a vaccine based on what they think it's going to look like. So that's basically what's happening, is they're creating an antivirus on what they think people are going to make viruses for. But you still have people that's going to make a virus that Norton never expected, and so it still gets through. So it's not perfect. So you think of it that way. It's going to give you some protection based on things that they've experienced. But there's always going to be new types of viruses, new types of ways to get around it. But if you get a Mac, there's going to be more secure because they make the software and the hardware. When you get these other computers, where you have a Dell may make the computer, or Windows actually may make the computer, or so many people make computers, and then a different person like Windows is making the software, you have a lot of open gaps in which someone can penetrate and throw in the virus. So that's why you need that Norton antivirus software. And that's why you don't need it with a Mac. I've never had to purchase any antivirus software with any of my Macs, because they do all of that in-house. HP? Yeah, Hewlett Packard. They make computers. So you can buy it, they're like Dell. They make the hardware. But you'll still get a Windows software on an HP computer. So you still need an antivirus, because when you have these two companies trying to come together, there's just a lot of gaps that are not being attuned to that a hacker can easily use to their advantage.
What's a good antivirus?
Norton.
Norton.
Yeah. There's a bunch of them, but Norton, they've established themselves as a leader in antivirus for computers for a long time.
So what would be a good laptop for me, a computer for me to start being illiterate? You know, I don't know nothing about a computer.
If you want the most secure computer, in which you probably have the least amount of issues, I would say a Mac. But the Mac is going to be the most expensive. The Apple version. And the reason is because they make the hardware and they make the software themselves. So they're able to make everything more secure. And that's it. Because they do that, you'll notice when you start talking about all the specifications in these computers, you'll notice that if you get
I never had one.
oh, you'll enjoy it. So you'll notice that, let's say a Dell computer, you may need, I'm just giving just a random example. Let's say you may need 20 gigabytes of RAM to run a program. With the Apple computer, you may only need 5, because they make it all themselves, so they make it very efficient. But when you have to buy a computer from one place and you buy a program from another place, it's not as efficient. It's more or less you got like puzzle pieces you're putting together. And so that's another thing to think about. It's less hardware that you have to get from Apple too. So that's my suggestion. But that's if you're really trying to avoid every type of scenario which you may come across. Because Apple does they're very strong at not letting the government give you information and not letting other people get your information as well. Now they go to court and they stand really strong with that.
What's the lifespan of a computer? I mean, you purchase one, this is 2025.
Well,
When should you get another one?
so let's talk about that. What is the lifespan of a computer? It's different from before. So before, like in the 80s and things like that, when you had a computer, your computer will last as long as your hardware was functioning, right? If you type on your keyboard, you typed it too hard, it broke, now you gotta get a new keyboard. You broke the screen, you gotta get a new screen, and you can replace the screen. As long as you're replacing parts, it can keep functioning. These days, it's more or less based off of the company and the software. Because you may notice you're not really breaking your computers these days. They just stop working.
Right.
That's called planned obsolescence. they're making your devices obsolete on purpose to force you to buy new devices so they can make more money.
World War II.
Or two.
That's when they
That's
started.
right.
doing
World War
that.
II. Yes.
Cars and stuff. Things don't last as long.
They don't last as long. That's right. That's part of the economy and inflation going to the toilet. Because when you buy a $2,000 phone, it should last more than a few years. Oh yes. Yes, yes, yes. And they keep going up. And they do it like this wow factor every year. It's like $1,500, $2,000, $2,500. It's like, what am I buying? I could buy a washing machine, a dryer, I think I can do a car payment, a mortgage payment, all that.
And they'll give you $1,000 off. And I go, how much is the phone?
Oh, all that's a gimmick.
$1,000.
Yeah, that $1,000 off is all a gimmick.
I said,
So this is what they do. They know if they're gonna sell it for $2,000, they'll just tell you it's $3,000. Say we're gonna give you $1,000 off. That's all that's happening every single time.
So how much would you spend for a first-time computer?
It depends on,
Or get a payment plan?
yeah, get a payment plan, but it depends on the specifications. How much RAM is coming with it, how much storage it has, what operating system that it has, what updates is still available for it in the future, because all that is important on how long it's gonna last. So if you have an operating system that came out 10 years ago, you're in danger. Because your computer is only going to be able to update for so many years. And remember with storage, remember we talked about storage yesterday and how you have to get a new computer because every time an application adds something to it, it's going to take up more of your storage. Right? So we gave an example yesterday, John. Let's say you had a video game, like a boxing game, right? And you install it on your game and it takes up 3 gigabytes. You say, okay, I got enough memory for that. But now they want to add some new characters. Now they want to add Mike Tyson Jr., they want to add Sugar Ray Leonard Jr., and now those new characters, the game becomes bigger because there's more people that you can utilize. That means when you put it on your phone, it's going to take up more storage. So for you to keep doing updates with these games and these applications that they keep making bigger and better and more flashier because they got to keep selling it to the children like they putting more sugar in the food, right? They got to keep attacking their pleasure center in the brain. More flashy, more characters, more moves, more special moves and stuff like this. So eventually your phone just simply becomes outdated because they're not allowing you to put more storage on your phone anymore. We used to be able just to take more storage and just put it in the phones. We used to be able to open up the back, if the battery was bad, swap out the battery. We can't do that anymore, right? Yes, that makes your phone not last as long. Because when you can't switch out the battery, your battery swells up, and then your phone stops functioning.
What do you do like the computers you say when it becomes obsolete after a certain period of time? What do you do with that computer?
Toxic.
You got that information you have.
Oh, the information there, you want to get an external hard drive. So you can get all the information that's on your computer hard drive, put it onto your external hard drive. So then when you get your next computer, you take that info and put it onto your next computer.
Well, I've got a computer, old computer, and it stopped. It won't even come on anymore. So I have no access to it.
If it won't come on, you want to try to take it to a computer fixing shop. They have special cords there that can kind of,
Reboot it.
yeah.
So you said that.
You know, as a senior, you get stuck in a situation like, if you wanna purchase a computer, and it's only gonna last for so long. I mean, like, if you say, if it lasts 10 years, if you're in your 70s, why would you purchase something so expensive and you're not gonna be able to you're not gonna be around?
Well,
And you have to get a computer because everything that they want you to do nowadays, they tell you you can get it off your computer, go on the internet.
well, that's the reason why. you still want to get the most expensive one that you can afford. It's because these computers are becoming obsolete faster and faster because things are becoming boring more faster. And so they have to make the stuff bigger, more colors, more things, more options, more this, and it keeps making things more obsolete. And so if you get something that is a few years older, it's going to stop working faster on you. So you want to try to get something that is newer or more expensive so that you can use the things that are available. Because you can get something a few years ago, and then you try to download an app, and then it says, oh, it's going to say this version of this app does not work on your device.
I've read that before.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And that means that your device is now outdated. Yeah. That's called planned obsolescence. Yeah, they're making your device obsolete and they plan to do it. Wasn't no accident. It's unfortunate. It's a racket.
Yeah.
It's a racket. Think about that.
Now, my question was still on when you said that the storage is used up on the device.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then where does the cloud come into all this storing stuff?
Okay, let me tell you what a cloud is. A cloud is when you have a company like Google, and they build they'll buy a big football field size facility, and they build huge library size vaults that have lots of hard drives in them. And so what's happening is you are uploading your information to what's called quote unquote the cloud, but the cloud is really just their physical hard drives. That's right. And they're saving it on their hard drives on your behalf and charging you because they have lots of storage devices versus your storage device. And then you pay a monthly premium for it. But you can buy your own storage device. Like that's what I do. I buy my own storage devices. I go right on Amazon. You get 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes, and then you'll be good to go. Especially if all you're saving are pictures and videos. Get you a 5 terabyte external hard drive. That'll do you great.
Now, what's a terabyte?
A terabyte is 1,000 gigabytes.
Oh, 1,000, okay.
That's what it's about. You gotta get the storage out. Now, let me see. Look, where's the next? Okay, what's up here? Okay. So let's go. Actually, it's time for a break. It's time for a 15-minute break. Let me go see what's going on with the snacks and the water. But mingle with each other. I'm gonna put the music back on, take your bathroom break, and then we're gonna get into the next section. And then we're gonna do some hands-on stuff because we got to go over the do not disturb for everyone so we can block these calls, right? Yes, let's do that.